Mic's off.
Thank you. Welcome everybody to 19. I was in 1988. Was 8 episode of the PrimeTime Gorehounds. Watching Final Destination 2. My name is PrimeTime Day Thomas with the Gorehounds of Paul Burke from Downport Island in the UK. We are the PrimeTime Gorehounds, and we are live. Yes, indeed. It's going to be a good one. Watching Final Destination 2, a fan favorite amongst the franchise, and it's going to be fun. But Paul, how have you been?
Been doing pretty good so far. Just been mostly chilling out and trying to get some stuff sorted out. I tried to get a few auditions for some TV shows and whatnot, but I've not been successful there. But the past weekend, I went to see some punk rock legends GBH. Got some cool photos from that event. And this weekend, it's the Pirate Weekend. Going to be doing the charity run once again, and I'll be in costume. And yesterday, I went to see the new Final Destination movie, which I will say right now, folks, without giving too much away, it was a pretty solid sequel. Definitely worth the 14-year wait. For me, personally, it was. The death scenes, as always, top-notch. I mean, it's Final Destination after all. And you get to learn a little bit more about a certain character. I'm not going to say any more than that because I don't want to spoil it for people, but it was a decent entry.
Fascinating. I'm not gonna lie to you, Paul. I completely forgot that it was a new Final Fantasy. Jesus, Final Destination movie. It wasn't until you told me you went to go see it. I'm like, oh well, damn. Okay, this is the 6th one, is it?
Yeah, the new one that's just come out. Yeah, it's part 6. 14 years since the last one.
Okay, all right, and interesting, and we did do the first film, didn't we?
Yes, we did. About a year or two ago, we did that. Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay, all right, cool. But yes, the Final Destination 2. I only watched it once. That was like when it initially came out. So it's kind of been a while for me, to see this. As you guys remember, I remember really enjoying the first film. The whole, the entity of death being a kind of like being it was kind of like a slasher film, but the entity of death was the slasher. I thought that was really interesting take on it.
Yeah.
Of course, you had Devon Sawa, and Ali Larter in the first film. Ali Larter was the only person from the original film to come back in this.
Yep.
And it's it's well known for its highway sequence, which was insane, I will say. And it aged really well. This movie came out in 2001, so...
No, it came out in 2003. You
sure 2003?
Yeah, it was 2003. It came out in January. Yeah, January 31st of 2003. And if anyone doesn't know, January, that's usually the graveyard shift for cinema movies.
It was 2003. Jesus. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
And the first Final Destination was 2000, or 99, 2000, right?
Yeah, 2000.
Era. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, so should be a good one. It should be a good one. Hey Paul, I say let's just go ahead and get this. Let's go ahead and get this started.
Yeah, let's jump right in it. Give them the rules, and we'll rock and roll with it.
All right, so I'm about 4 seconds in. We're about to do the logo. Well, you see the square, you see the film strips starting to emerge. You can watch alongside. You could watch alongside with us, or in the archive. You can watch along with what's in the archive. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe button, and enjoy the show. And Yes, and the rules go. We go 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, you press play. Again, 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, you press play.
And if you don't press play, using the fire escape, you might catch an eyeful.
Which I always thought that death scene was stupid. Like, dude, just move. But yeah. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1, play.
And we are in New Line Cinema.
New Line Cinema. Yeah, 2003 was a very interesting year in horror, because you had Freddy versus Jason come out that year.
Yep.
We was kind of in that transition of because you had the late 90s slasher genre. And then in the early part of 2000, we kind of had that very interesting phase where we were coming out of it, but we started to get a little bit more ghost haunted stuff around this time.
Yeah, there was a
Like,
lot of
yeah,
that
like
going around.
yeah, like Ghost Ship and all that stuff. You had a 13 Ghosts and all that stuff.
Yeah,
And
13
then
Ghosts was a good film.
yes, and then we started getting into the haunted house genre, which I know Paul, you're not a fan of.
I don't mind haunted house movies as long as there's enough to grab me. I mean, like I said, one of the haunted house films I would say I like. I do like House on Haunted Hill, the 1999 version. I like Ghost Ship. I did enjoy 13 Ghosts, but a lot of those ones that came during this period, that's when I was just kind of like, this is just getting a bit too much right now. And the whole PG-13 thing was making a thing at the time, and also 2003 was also a lot of people consider the year of sequels because we not only do we have Freddy versus Jason, we had the Bad Boys sequel drop around that point, and we also had the remake of Texas Chainsaw that year.
We sure did. Oh
Yeah,
yes, yes, that's true. That's very true.
but yeah, I remember when I watched the first Final Destination movie, I was very impressed by the whole concept of what they did. So when word got around, in fact, I think I was watching a movie in the cinema, and then they just dropped the trailer for FD2, and I remember just thinking, "Holy shit, we're actually going to get a sequel for this! All right, I'm in." And yes, the everybody will tell you that this was a fan favorite for a lot of people for this series, and also people regard the premonition scene of this movie as one of the best premonition scenes in the series. And for me, yes, personally, the premonition scene in this one is still one of my favorites. And the only other premonition scene I've seen after this one that I felt was um, on the same level as the premonition scene for this one would be Final Destination 5. But I will admit, the premonition scene for the new one is just equally as fucking crazy. But again, I won't say what that premonition is in case you guys haven't seen it. But I'll just say it was it's fucking insane what happens in that one.
Indeed, indeed. Now I will say, one of the things I did not like, and I still don't like, uh, Devon Sawa, Alex, did not come back. They killed his character off screen, which I thought which I thought was a mistake.
Yeah.
Um, apparently had something to do with contract issues. Apparently they didn't want Ali Lardy and Devon Sawa in the movie together. Like, it was just a bullshit explanation.
Yeah,
Um,
apparently it was kind of like it was a contract reason from what I've been hearing. Um, I'm just reading into it right now on the Wikipedia. Um, yeah, Devon. Apparently it says here the narrative and nothing to do with money. It was Devon's unwillingness to come. It was um concerning a deduction of salaries, but Perry resolved the issue in that statement. But apparently, he was just like, I wasn't interested in coming back. But at the same time, it kind of gives that allure to the series that um, the reason why each entry is have different people is because in the end, Death's going to catch you all out. So that was in like a sneaky way, just letting people know you're not escaping it no matter what you do. There's your first warning sign right there with that transmission on the ground. By the way, this
that's cool and all, but I still wish Devin came back.
Yeah. By the way, this highway scene, from what I've read, was inspired by an actual nasty pileup that happened a year before this movie came out over where you are, over on your side of the world. It had about 123 cars that just wrecked the fucking highway. I'll see if I can get the name of it. Hold on. Yeah, it says here, it was based on a highway accident on Interstate 75 in Georgia in March of 2002, and it involved 125 vehicles and crashed and smashed into each other because of the fog visibility. It killed 4 people and 39 people were injured, and it backed up traffic for miles. So that's where the inspiration for this scene came from. By the way, that school bus, it's the same school from the first FD movie. Same students. Well, different from the same area, I mean.
Oh, you sure it's not? You sure it's not the kids from Jeepers Creepers 2?
It might be. You never know.
Yeah, but I always thought
classic song. But yeah, carry on.
Yeah, I mean, never mind. But yeah, playing Highway to Hell on the Highway is pretty entertaining.
I got a funny story as well, because this happened a couple years ago when I was on my way home from a filming shoot. One of my friends offered me a lift home. We were on the highway, and about 2 hours into the drive back to Plymouth, this fucking truck rolls up in front of us, and it's got logs. And I just remember just looking at my.
Wait a minute! Wait, hold on.
Oh, he just flipped you off. I saw the titties too. Don't worry, I saw them. But yeah, I was just saying.
That threw me off guard. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, I'm on my way home, and while we're driving home on this highway, this truck rolls up in front of us while we're driving, and it had logs. And I remember just looking at my friend. I just said, "Dude, either you drive the fuck ahead of this truck or get off this highway." He's like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Didn't you watch Final Destination 2? I said, "Look what's in front of us." And he's just like, "Oh shit, yeah, you're right." So for like 20 minutes, I was like, my anxiety was kicking off because I'm thinking to myself, "Oh shit, if those logs break off this truck, I'm screwed." So I was like panicking for almost 20 minutes. This movie series has done that, not just to me, but for a lot of people. I mean, you ask Louise in the chat box, anytime I tell her, "Hey, we're gonna watch a Final Destination movie," she just looks at me like, "Fuck you, we're not watching it," because it freaked her out that much.
Showtime, folks!
And Sting's out of retirement because, yeah, it was showtime. Pregnant lady.
I wonder how much this scene had to cost.
Well, I do know that the budget for this movie was, let me see. The budget for this movie was $26 million.
Pretty sure this scene ate up a good chunk of that.
Pretty much. They did try to use real logs. Real logs was tested for the crash sequence, but they didn't bounce enough. So that's why the logs ended up being CGI. See, you got all these warning signs, man. And just like, you know the shit's coming. But like I said, I remember when we were in the cinema, it was a full house. And I know some of the people that were in the cinema must have saw the first one. And you could literally feel the anxiety and tension amongst the people watching the film. Yeah. Because
everybody does a great job at.
Yeah. And even though plane crashes do happen, but they don't happen as much. But highway crashes, that's a common thing in this day and age. And this is everybody's worst nightmare right here. Especially if you're on a bike. You ain't got no chance of surviving. And you got the cop. So just, yeah, like I said, I'm watching this in the cinema. I remember people were just like, "Oh, when's it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen yet?" And we're just like, everybody was just tension filled at this point.
There we go. The cocaine.
And he's driving with his leg up on the steering wheel. You can't be doing that, bro. Yeah, you gotta wear a seatbelt too. He's lucky he didn't.
No comment.
Oh shit! See that chain? Here we go. Like I said, a lot of people say this is one of the best premonition scenes in this movie. And for those who've never seen it before and this is your first time, observe.
Woo!
Oh shit!
They're getting hot coffee spilled on you, man.
There goes the log. Fucking right for his fucking face.
Oh no!
Oh hell no! Ooh shit! There goes the bike on him.
Ooh.
Look at this shit. Can you imagine what it was like seeing this in the cinema? Oh, he's fucked. It's just body getting dragged out as well. Oh man. Dude, the way this. Oh, the water bottle on the brake. She can't pull the brake. That log scraped. Oh, hell no.
And this is this is definitely worse than the premonition that Alex had on the plane.
No shit.
Now, being on a plane with a premonition,
limbs flying
that's
out.
terrifying. But on a highway, ooh.
Yeah. Oh, this guy gets it the worst. That dude with that fancy ass car, he got it the worst in this premonition scene. I mean, listen. Hear that?
Yep.
And then you see it. Shit. That is hell right there. And just when you thought it couldn't get worse for yourself.
Oh, Jesus.
Imagine seeing that coming towards you. It's the last thing you see. I think I'm a second ahead.
That was really good. That was really good. And it was a good mix of practical and CGI. Those are really good practical in there, though, too.
Yeah, they really did put some time and effort. I mean, keep in mind, part 2 was directed by David R. Ellis, who started his career as a stunt guy. So having him at the helm of directing it, he knew what he was looking for in terms of stunt scenes.
They did Snakes on a Plane and Cellier, and yeah.
And he did FD4. And I think he did a shark movie as well, didn't he? Was it called Shark Night?
Shark Night, which was a piece of shit.
Yeah. I remember seeing that on TV. I didn't mind it, but it's just eh.
It was ass.
Yeah. Highway to Hell playing. Classic song again. I don't care what anyone says to me.
That would be wild. That would be insane. Like I just saw us die.
Can you imagine trying to convince me and anybody else in that car? Hey, by the way, we need to get the hell off this car. We're gonna die. I'll be like, what? But yep, she's just inverted Def's plans, and you know Def's gonna be pissed off about that. All right, what's up, Lou and Philip in the chat? Good to see you on here. But yeah, I mean, like, you're going.
About what, 9, 10 people's lives you just saved right there?
Yeah. Doesn't matter anyway. Def's still gonna come at him.
Yeah. Yeah, good luck explaining this.
Yeah, good luck. Especially when the dude's hiding weed in his pants. Cop's just doing his job. He's like thinking, "Oh, this person's on something."
I would.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that guy.
And just think,
got Nick Carter in this movie.
yeah.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache.
That damn song.
Well, you heard that song all the fucking time.
I know.
Because when
By the way,
it initially came out, oh my, you couldn't escape it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, that guy you just saw on the bike, I don't know if you knew this, but
I
that's
recognize him. I recognize him from in Living Single.
But he's also the guy that voiced Kratos in God of War.
Yeah, he did, but I know him for the urban audience from in Living Single. I think TC, I think his name was from Living Single. Yeah.
Yeah, TC Carson, I think his name is.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And there goes the crash.
Oh shit!
Fuck.
Okay, that looked like a video game right there. I hold you up.
It did. And then you look at what it says on the highway number screen. Same as the flight number. $180. That's a homicide number, if I'm right.
No, it's 187.
All right, 180. Oh, he took it in the face. Imagine getting a face full of truck.
Oh shit! Oh, and she was right there. She was right there. She was still gonna die.
Yeah, Def had her number, but he stopped it. But now
she was still gonna die if that cop was not right there.
I know, but now she's just started a whole new cycle that's pissed Def right off. That's it now. Oh yeah, I'd be freaked out too if I saw a highway crash and it actually happened afterwards.
Now imagine Paul in this situation. Alex, comes out and talks to her and all that stuff. Like that would have been such a cool moment.
That would have been, yeah. I mean, it kind of plays on a what if.
Gods aren't afraid to die. Gods don't die. We do.
Yeah, I remember that shit after the train crash.
He was going crazy.
He was losing his shit, man. I mean, he actually locked himself in that house and got everything rigged.
If I intervene, I change the side.
Yeah, and that guy that never believed. What are you, fucking God now?
They don't die. We do.
Yeah. By the way, that kid that's with that's with the mom, if I remember correctly, I think later on, about 10 years after this, he ended up doing the voice of one of the turtles in the recent two Ninja Turtle movies, the ones that Michael Bay did or produced, I should say. I'm pretty sure it is. Yep, there's TC. Yeah, he saw that news too.
I really would like that's like right here. That's when Alex comes in. Like that would be really cool.
That would have been cool if he was involved in this movie and he came in during this part. Yeah.
Yes.
But again, because of contract issues and nice laugh, contract issues and
I don't buy that, Paul. I'm sorry, I don't buy it. I don't buy that at all. Personally.
That seems to be what I know, but that seems to be what the official story is. But unofficially,
that's what they say. But I think they could have worked something out. I think something happened.
Like what?
Something behind the scenes. Like
yeah,
shit like that can get worked out. Like
yeah, I know. But for some reason, it never happened. Yeah, Def is coming for you.
Look at that kid. He looks like a kid from 2003. Look at his
Definitely.
hair. Look at his outfit. Like he looks that is a 2003 kid.
Definitely. I mean, shit. I was 19 when this movie came out. So I was like in my late teen, early adult stages at this point.
Jesus Christ.
Man, 23 years ago. It seems like a lifetime ago. Nice house. I will admit that. Hey, well, just... Okay, I'm just reading more about the whole issue with Devon. This is what I'm finding on IMDb, by the way, on the trivia. This is only what I'm reading, okay? It says here that Devon revealed why he didn't appear in the sequel, explaining it just didn't work out. I just wasn't really capable of working, the actor said. Then he took some time out of the business. So basically, he kind of lost his acting mojo and decided to take some time off. They ended up discussing going a different way. Maybe he thought about coming back for a third, but that never happened because they killed him off. So that's one of the reasons why he didn't come back, because he just kind of, I guess you could say, lost the acting bug for a while. And that's from his own words.
Well, I mean,
oh my God, a fucking Apple iMac.
oh my,
I remember those.
Jesus.
What the fuck? Hang on, pause that a second. My fucking Amazon Prime just shut off. What the fuck? You bitch. Give me a second.
All right, I gotta pause where he's walking in.
Yeah. What the fuck happened there? Hang on a minute. The fuck?
Well, yeah, keep in mind. I think people forget this. Devon Sawa is a child actor, so people don't realize that.
Yeah.
That he was a child actor. So he's been working like nonstop since like the early '90s, the late '90s where he finally reached his peak. And you know, I'll go ahead and say it. You know, probably had some drug issues, probably too.
Yeah. Something's happened to my Skybox, dude. Hang on a second. For some reason, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it's like completely just paused out on me.
All right, I got to pause.
I don't know what's going on here, guys. I'm just gonna see if I can troubleshoot this. I might have to turn the whole Skybox off and start again, which is fucking annoying. I don't know what's going on there. But I've got to shut a few things down in a minute. Hold on. What the fuck? That is the first time that has happened to me, folks. Hold on. I gotta turn this bit off. What the fuck? All right. Bear with me, folks. We are having technical difficulties. That is the first time in a long time that son of a bitch has done that to me. Yeah, the Skybox is completely frozen. It won't even turn off. It says the green light's on, and yet there's nothing running. What the fuck? Hang on a minute. What are you playing at, you stupid ass Skybox? All right, hang on a second. All right, hang on a minute. I gotta go check on the one upstairs a minute. Hold on.
All right.
Damn it.
Yes, we are paused at 21 minutes and 27 seconds. So that's where we're paused at right now.
What the hell? Hang on a minute. Damn it. Oh, fuck. All right, I'm going to turn my TV off, see if that works. And I'll try and turn it back on. What's going on here? What the fuck? Turn on. What the hell? What the fuck? All right, that's it. Gonna have to turn it off. I'll try again. Hang on a second. What the hell?
Right.
I'm gonna have to reboot it. Weird. Oh, don't touch anything on that skybox. I've got to reboot it. I don't know why it did what it did. Sorry about this, guys.
Your electricity gone or something?
I've got to literally fucking reboot the skybox. I can't believe it's done that to me. This is gonna take a few minutes. Damn it. Usually it's James that has the tech issues, but today it's decided to
leave me out of this.
No, I'm just saying that this is the first time this shit's happened to me. What the fuck? Fuck you, Skybox. Piece of shit.
Yeah, mine's working. Mine's working like a charm.
What the hell? Sky will be ready in a couple of minutes. Well, don't leave me hanging, Sky. I'm getting pissed off right now. Come on.
Well, you know what? Paul. In the meantime, we'll take a quick commercial break. Here's a little church song for y'all.
I feel the rain. 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 It's raining all over me. I'm moist. I'm moist. Call and response, I said I'm moist. I'm moist. Good God, I'm moist. I'm moist. Yes, I am. Rain all over me. I'm saturated. I'm saturated. I'm saturated. I'm saturated. I'm saturated. I'm saturated. Yes, I am. I'm saturated. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. Lord, I'm down. I'm down. Oh Lord, I'm down. I'm even wet. Wet all over for you, Lord. Lord, I'm wet. Will you open the floodgates? Sing! Open the floodgates.
How you feel now? How's it going down, Paul? Oh, I knew eventually that song would come in handy. Okay, Paul's still he must be still working on it. But yeah, folks, if you're just tuning in, just waiting on Paul to I'm gonna assume he went through some sort of like a power surge, or his electricity may have failed him for a second there. He's rebooting his skybox so we can finish watching Final Destination 2. We are at 21 minutes and 28 seconds.
Right. Back on the menu. Give me a minute. I'm gonna
do with the old school iMac computer.
All right, here we go. Give me a second.
Yes. All
right, I'm gonna wait for it to get to the damn stairs. I cannot believe this. Hold on. She's at the bar. It's restarted at the part where she's sitting at the kitchen table. I'm not gonna fast forward.
It's at the part where he just walked in his apartment.
All right, hold on. I'll tell you when I'm there.
Yeah, you'll see with a big ass iMac computer.
And guys, this is just a disclaimer, okay? Don't ever try what I'm about to say here, but I'm just gonna say this directly to my fucking Skybox. Skybox, if you fucking do that again, I'm throwing you through the fucking window. No bullshit. Right. We're at the apartment. He's just entered the scene. He's about to trip on the basketball. I'll tell you when to hit play.
Again, 21, 28 seconds. That's where I'm at.
All right, hang on. 21. Okay, he's just entered the apartment. He's gone in. Hit play.
All right, we're back. We're back.
Piece of shit skybox.
We're back. We're back. You're black. I'm mad.
Well, I'm definitely mad right now. All right. Anyway, guys, we're back. He's just entered the apartment.
Yes, we're back with Nick Carter, the Backstreet Boys, walking into his apartment, throwing out some leftover spaghetti. So that's gonna come into play. That's gonna come into play later on.
And I think he just won the lottery, if I remember right.
Just won the lottery.
Yeah, that's why he's got all that stuff.
Oh yeah. What? Like maybe like $300.
Oh, he won quite a lot more than that.
That shit's a scam. Them lotteries.
I've won some stuff on it before.
Yeah, but don't they like tax it though? Instead of the full amount that you won.
No, it's a little different over here. When you win that prize, you win it.
Oh yeah. It's not like that in America.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
But why take his shirt off?
I don't know.
Why is his shirt off, bro? Like,
I have no idea.
Like,
I don't know why, but his apartment almost looks a little like mine. See, look at that watch he's won.
Hey man, hey, you're a good looking guy. You look, his nipples are pierced. Okay, all right. So, hey man, you're a good looking guy. You look like Nick Carter from back. You look like a Backstreet Boy. Just walk into the apartment and just take your shirt off for no reason.
Yeah, right. Oh no, the ring just went down the drain.
That's right. That's right. Put your hand down there. Put your hand down there in the garbage disposal. There you go. You dumb. That's what you get.
Plus, he had his watch on too that he just won.
And I want it that way.
Oh, and don't forget, one of those fridge magnets ended up in the microwave. Yeah, that is so 2003 new metal-ish type emo type music playing. I don't know what band's playing.
That was the music at the time. Yeah.
Yeah. 2003 as well. That was also the release of Linkin Park's second album, Meteora. Still have that album to this day.
That makes it worse.
No, don't do that. Oh, you idiot. Oh,
Nick, somebody call my brother. Somebody could. Oh, wait. Rest in peace to Aaron Carter.
Yeah. Damn, dude. He wins the lottery and he's got the worst luck ever. It looks like he's going to have to use his lottery money to get a new place.
I'm still tripping that this motherfucker took his shirt off for no reason. No.
Yeah, and I don't get it either because he doesn't have that kind of physique. And he's got a crappy looking tattoo on his shoulder you can barely see.
Well, I mean, it's for the it's for the women to go woo.
He doesn't have that kind of physique, dude.
Like when you're a Backstreet Boy, you can have any physique.
Well, that's definitely me out then. Oh, you need to get out of that house, dude, and fast.
I love how it didn't waste its time.
No, they just went right in there.
They went right into it. Yeah. Like I always thought how he died was so stupid. Like, dude, you could have moved.
Well, there goes the microwave. It just flew out of the fucking building. But yeah, you're right. He could have moved here. I mean, why the hell? Never mind.
But he lays there for a long ass time.
About 4 or 5 seconds. And you're not that lucky, dude.
And he slips. Yeah. That thing comes out his face. Stops, right? Yeah.
Move, dude. You could have.
Oh!
It's a nice kill. I will say that each sequel they definitely ramped up the gore.
This is definitely a lot more violent than the first film for sure.
Yeah, they definitely ramped it up.
Look,
I think.
look at the old early 2000s internet.
Oh bloody hell! Yeah, a year before Facebook, a year before YouTube, it was all these like chat box things and these like internet search drives. We didn't have Google back then. Well, we did, but it was in its infancy. Oh, there's a woman that got hit by that bus. Fucking hell. There's Loomis that lost his head.
But yeah, like I said, that I was during a time when like I said, people didn't care about the internet back then.
No, it wasn't much of a big deal back then.
That's stupid. A brick.
Yeah,
brick falling on his head.
Yeah, he died by a random ass brick.
Come
He was
on.
It says here he was in Edinburgh, so he was in Scotland. He was in my neck of the woods when he died.
You know what they call? There could have been an easy explanation. If they couldn't get him back, they could have just said that was never found, like that was never seen again, or some shit like that.
Yeah, like he's probably living in isolation away from everything.
Living in isolation with Ali Larter's character, like they didn't have to kill him off. And then if you don't kill him off, that's how you do it. A brick.
Yeah, I mean, even he said, I read it to you on the IMDb, even he said that he was hoping to come back on the third, but studio was like, nah, just kill him off.
Come on.
I know, bullshit, I know. This is some bullshit right there, but it is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it now.
Go to jail. That's what happened.
This is some bullshit.
You all right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And this guy's happy he's on the news.
Yeah, now we're live at a WWF locker room.
The early 2000 WWE locker rooms.
Oh yes.
Just think as well, 2003, we were just in the beginnings of the Ruthless Aggression era.
One of the greatest eras ever.
I am not going to argue that. Dude, for me, like, Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression Era were my two favorite eras in WWE.
I mean, even though you did see the decline, like, it was there, but it was still better than most.
Yeah, exactly. And then,
once,
of course...
Once Rock Austin left, you felt their absence. You felt it.
Oh yeah, definite. I mean, I remember when they were gone, I was just like, okay, it's not exactly the same as what I remember watching the day, but I just had to make do what we had. I mean, it was still good, but them not being there for it, yeah, you could definitely tell. But then again, and then of course during the 2000s, we had the start of TNA when they were really picking up some traction.
Oh boy, it started out. It started out as a. I think Jarrett. Oh, I love this shot here.
Yeah, with the trees.
I remember this shot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Look at that. It's like hands.
Yeah, that's creepy. That is creepy.
That's Death letting her know. Oh, I know what you did
last summer. Oops.
Yeah. I'm considering watching the new one. I definitely want to see it.
Yeah, it looks. I saw the trailer, and the trailer that it didn't. There's your girl, fall.
Yep, that's my girl.
Yeah, the trailer didn't offend me. Definitely looks like it's gonna be a lot more darker. Probably the darkest. I know what you did last one that we've gotten.
Yeah.
the beginning portion of the trailer definitely reminded me of Scream 5.
Yeah, that harpoon
Um,
going for that guy's chest.
Yeah, it definitely reminded me of Scream 5. Um, yeah, it looks fine.
Well,
Look, look,
here's a million dollar question though. Who's the killer? Is it going to be some different killer altogether, or is it somebody related to Ben Willis?
it's probably. I think the trailer established that it's gonna be somebody that they know. There's no
Yeah,
way in hell. There's no way in hell it'll be Ben Willis. Because why would he care about them?
yeah, exactly. By the way, I don't know if you knew this, but this is the same asylum that was used in Halloween Resurrection.
It looks like it. It
It
looks.
is.
It looks like it. Yeah,
It is the same building. I looked it up.
I
It's
can
definitely the
tell. I
same
can tell
building.
by the interior. Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, Paul. Paul.
What?
That
What?
means that Laurie Strode is in there.
Yeah, I think we might have just seen her in one of the dorms there.
Paul, that is crazy. We are watching Final Destination and Halloween takes place in the same universe.
That's wild, right? And just think too, both movies were filmed at the same time period.
And there's more and there's more never mind. But
So she's just
the young girls in a padded cell, huh?
well, she figures this is the only way to keep herself safe from death, especially when it's still after you. What else are you gonna do? You'd be in the same situation too if you wanted to get away from the shit. You have to put yourself through this.
Yeah, because I think they just said she's voluntary.
Yeah. So she can leave anytime she wants.
Oh shit! Yeah, she definitely looks better here than the first.
I will admit that.
She looks good.
Yeah, and then 4 years later, she ends up being Claire Redfield in Resident Evil Extinction, which I don't care what anyone says to me. I felt the movies from Resident Evil Extinction to the final chapter is when they started getting good, in my opinion.
It didn't Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil, come out like the same year too?
Resident Evil 1 came out in 2002. Apocalypse came out in 2004. I wasn't a fan of the first two because when those movies, especially during that early period of movies based on video games, when they try to be too much like the video games, they usually end up falling flat on their face. And for me, those two did. Yeah, you're next. Just the whole idea of death being the killer was a whole new concept. So people were learning this stuff about it as we went along. It was uncharted waters.
Or maybe Allie Lauder and Jamie Lee Curtis are next door neighbors, and she may have seen Michael come and attack Laurie that night.
Wouldn't surprise me if that was the case.
Look, but that was some bullshit, by the way. Look, listen, there's no goddamn way. How easy Michael got in that insane asylum resurrection was so insulting.
They basically left the door open for him. It's like, hey, come on back when you're ready.
Like, bro, we did resurrection, didn't we?
Yes, we did. We've done Halloween 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, and the 2 Rob Zombie movies. Oh, and of course, 2018 and Halloween Kills. We've done all those. And if I remember correctly, I've only chose one Halloween movie, and that was Halloween Kills. She doesn't have to help. Yeah, she's like, I'm not getting back in this game again. Exactly. What did you beat? And there's the brick that landed on Devin's head. Unfucking real.
Well, they have to show it too.
Yeah, they did. How the hell does a padded room have its own TV camera and door to let people in and out? That's against protocol, isn't it? But then again, she's voluntary.
But my friends are dead. I thought he was a loner. Okay.
Yeah.
that's all a little inconsistent character there.
Yeah, she's like, fuck ye. With the middle finger.
So my friends are dead. Like, they weren't your friends.
Yeah.
She had a crush on Alex, but I don't know.
Oh my god, those bloody 2003 Volkswagens, those modernized ones.
Yeah.
They didn't last long.
Saw those.
They try to revive the whole Beetle Volkswagens. I remember those old ones. The fucking engine on those was loud as hell. On those really old ones.
What has this chick done since this movie?
You know what? Actually, I don't know. I'm gonna have a look. Her name is AJ Cook. She's a Canadian actress. She's 46. She was in a TV series called True Calling from 2003 to 2004.
I remember True Calling.
Yeah. I'm looking at movies. The last movie she did was back in 2019. It was a movie called Back Fork, which is some drama that was directed by Josh Stewart. She was in the... Oh, I didn't realize that. She was in the 2010 remake of Mother's Day.
Never saw it.
I have. I've got it. It's a pretty good movie. It was originally... The original movie was an old 70s horror comedy, which was made by Troma Films. And then the guy who did the Saw sequels, he ended up writing and directing Mother's Day, the remake, and made it more of like a serious horror type vibe. And if I remember correctly, it had actors like Frank Grillo was in it too. It's a good horror remake.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Listen to this. Before she was in Final Destination 2, she was in Wishmaster 3. I didn't realize that.
Oh, shit.
But her last TV show was in 2022. And it was 911. So, and she's also directed a few episodes of Criminal Minds. But in terms of acting for movies and TVs, she hasn't been in a film for 6 years and hasn't been in a TV show for about 3.
The dentist. Ugh,
I was
horrifying place.
I was at the dentist.
Get if there's anything you take away from tonight's show, get your teeth checked out.
Yeah, really. I've got to get one of my back teeth fillings done because there's a crack on one of the back of my teeth. And believe it or not, I actually have my own, you know, those things that he's using, like the things to scrape your teeth out. I actually bought one of those on Amazon. So when I'm doing my teeth, if I've got like any plaque build, I can just kind of scrape it out myself, make a job a little easier for them.
Hate those damn things.
Try doing it on yourself. I have. I don't fucking believe this. My fucking Skybox just did it again. Pause it. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? That's the second time it's done that. Son of a...
Okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine. We'll go back to commercial break.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, listen. Hey, shout out. We are at 40 minutes and 28 seconds. While we wait for Paul to re-upload his Skybox, reboot his Skybox, I'm gonna give a shout out. I'm gonna give a shout out to the Reading Rainbow community.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere, friends to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. A reading rainbow. A reading
Oh shit, that makes me laugh every time. But yeah, folks. This is a hell of a show. This is a hell of a show. I mean, usually like I said, I'm the one that usually have these problems. No sir, not me. It's all good. It's all good. Please should hit that like, subscribe button if you guys are enjoying the show, though. And donate to the Cash App, PrimePod313, where any donation will greatly be appreciated.
Just waiting for this thing to reboot again. I am trying extremely hard to show a lot of restraint for me punching this skybox. So if you hear fists breaking out on a piece of equipment, you're gonna know it's me punching something.
Okay, all right.
God, this has never happened like this to me before. Like, I think I'm gonna have to get a new skybox or something. I don't know. All right, hang on. That's waiting for everything to load up again. Yes, folks, I'm growling. You can probably guess why. Come on, load up, you piece of.
Yeah, I'm where I gotta pause out. That second pigeon rammed itself into the window.
I'll get there. I'm just waiting for Amazon Prime to load up again. If it does it again on Prime, I'm gonna have to check my Netflix and see if it's there. If it does the shit to me again, hopefully it doesn't. But cracking my knuckles right now. I'm getting annoyed. Sorry about this, folks. This is situation beyond my control here. This is the first time my skybox has decided to be an asshole. All right, come on, hit the play button, you fuck. All right. Yeah, the second bird just hit.
Okay.
He's gonna say about getting laughing gas, right? He's going to get the laughing gas.
Yeah, he's getting the laughing gas. Yep.
Yeah. Well, anyway, back on point, folks. You had two birds decided to smack into the window. Now the fish tank has decided to spring a leak.
I bet on laughing gas. It's quite nice, actually.
The funny thing is, they've never offered laughing gas to me when I'm having my teeth done, unless it's like really serious. So I'm actually awake when they're doing it, when they're doing this kind of shit to me right here.
It's real nice.
Yeah.
Oh! Ah! Ah!
Oh.
I get so nervous, bro.
I have a hard time watching dental stuff after watching a certain horror movie about a killer dentist.
That's a thing?
Yeah, there was a movie that came out in 95, 5, I think it was. It was a movie called The Dentist. It was about this. It was like a horror comedy, and it was about this dental doctor who turns psychotic after he finds out his missus was fucking someone else, and he murders people in his dental practice. It's not pleasant. I'll say that much. It was actually directed by Brian Yunzer as well. Oh, oxygen's gone down and the nitrous is in 7. So he's going to be tripping balls on that stuff. See, he's already starting to fade away a little bit. And then Mrs. Puff decides to drop in his mouth. I was doing a SpongeBob reference for anyone who doesn't know. Dude, that must suck to have that happen.
Woo! For sure. You know what's fucked up?
What's that?
Oh. I thought he died there. I mean,
Oh, no, he's about to.
I was like, he got off easy.
He could have gone off easy, and that would have been the most painless way for him to go, but Death was going to take it easy on him, but he just thought, nah, fuck it. You're going to get this instead. Plate glass window. Ooh.
Oh! 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 Oh!
His body exploded on impact. Fucking hell. Dev's having none of it in this one. He's having none of it.
He's not taking any chances.
Boy, he was going to take it easy on him in the dental place, but somebody saved him. So he just thought, all right, fine, that's it then.
They still put him in a body bag. There's nothing left of him.
Oh, dude, he folded up and exploded like a damn overripe melon.
That man is nothing but dirty laundry. That man is nothing but tomato paste at this point.
Yeah, guts on display and everything. They're going to be mopping him up for a month.
They peeled him off the road and like, I won't stop.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like they do with forensics and stuff, so it ain't nothing we ain't heard before.
Now I'm enjoying this movie. I am. Just my only problem is I'm just not the biggest fan of the cast.
Yeah, the cast was completely different.
I prefer. Okay, now a star has come back, but like I said, I very much would prefer it if like I said, I've been saying on the show if Devin came back, he would have carried this shit.
Yeah, I know, but again, like I read on his IMDb,
I know. I'm just saying.
It sucks. It definitely does suck. I will say that. Oh, we know who this is coming. We're in a morgue.
But again, you know my theory about Tony Todd's character. Like I believe he's death reincarnated.
Well, like I said, you get a little bit of a better explanation about him in the new movie. Again, I will not spoil it for anyone who's not seen it.
He is death.
What you guys will think of his explanation, you either will think, okay, cool, or you'll be like, hang on a second, that's bullshit. But again,
he is death. That's what it is. Well, he is death.
I won't spoil it. I'm just gonna let you watch it when you get around to it.
Okay.
Because eventually, folks, we will get around to it. We're gonna be going through these entries at one point. Because stop me if I'm wrong, James. You've not watched all of them, have you?
Hell no.
Well, you're gonna be now with me. I have a little. Lou will tell you this in the chat. I have a bit of a sequel policy. Once you start, you don't stop, even if it's the worst ones.
Man, I was about to make a very bad joke. I was about to make a very bad P. Diddy joke. Why was you gonna leave it alone?
Leave it be. But yeah, the late great Tony Todd right here, man.
They said once you start, you don't stop.
Okay, maybe I worded it wrong, but still. Fucking hell. You had to catch me on that one, didn't you, James? Shit.
Hey, listen.
Oh, no, don't.
Listen, man. Look, first of all, look, anybody who does pierce their nipples like that, to me, is a weirdo.
Well,
Don't tell me. Don't tell me, Paul. Just keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself.
Listen, I'm more of a tattoo guy than a piercing guy. I'll say that.
Okay,
I prefer tattoos.
Yeah.
I came close to getting pierced.
You don't have to tell me everything about your life, Paul.
Bit late for that now, I guess. But I know some people who had piercings and in places you wouldn't fucking believe.
It's a damn
Like I said,
shame. It's a damn shame. Tony Todd was pretty much wasting his career doing shitty Candyman sequels.
Yeah, the Candyman 2 and 3, they were not good.
No, they weren't. Candyman's another movie that didn't need a sequel.
Technically, if you want to, the way I see it, when it comes to a sequel, even though you got 2 and 3, I would say the only ones I would probably watch back to back would be the first and the recent one, because they're kind of connected, like a proper straight up sequel.
Paul, look at the chat.
I'm looking. Check the live feed. Hang on. No, live feed's still good.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, we're still good. Guess YouTube doesn't have an issue with this one. I think it's because of Return Living Dead and probably the rights of who owns it. Suck on my junk. How dare you say that to Mark? I'll punch you. No, I'm going to leave it alone. What girl you're talking to?
Oh yeah, look at that. Look, the biatch. Like that is so late 90s, early 2000s. Biatch.
Yeah. I used to hear that quite a lot back in the day. What you gonna do about it, biatch?
Like we always you don't hear that no more. Biatch. You don't hear that anymore.
I've never understood that trend for that type of bitch word back in the day. But people used it a lot. I will say that.
That's hilarious. She just smacked him in the back of the head. Like a random dude you don't know.
Yeah. Oh, you can now, huh? I was going to say something, but I'm leaving it alone. I was about to say something.
They never really... Again, I don't know, but they never really explain, like, why do these people, why does this particular person have premonitions?
I don't know, like, why each one all of a sudden gets that random pick to see it coming. I don't know, maybe they weren't supposed to see that coming and Death's thinking, oh shit, I screwed up there. Or maybe, sounds fucked up, maybe Death was bored and thought, I wanna have a little bit of fun. See if they can beat the game. And how long they can keep it up for.
Yeah, Triple H had that same mindset in 2003 too.
Yeah. Get the whole thing with Evolution going. Yeah, the whole thing with Evolution going at the time, and he had the World Championship at that point.
And I ain't dropping the title to nobody.
Yeah, he never dropped the title for like 6 or 8 months at a time.
Dude, like he almost bro, Triple H Evolution ran the show. It was getting too much sometimes.
Yeah, they ran roughshod. They literally ran roughshod. And I noticed there was a pattern. The only time I saw him lose those belts during that period was either Unforgiven or WrestleMania.
Oh,
fucking hell, is that Mark Ruffalo?
That's not Mark. I think
it looks like him. Younger version.
No, it looks like the guy that shot Patrick Swayze on Ghost.
I think it might be. Let me look his details up. What's the actor's name?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have a look. Hang on, I'll type in Ghost. 1990 film. What was the name of that guy that shot Patrick Swayze? Carl. The character's name was Carl. Tony Goodwin.
That is not Tony Goodwin. That was not what I was referring to.
No. No, that definitely wasn't him that was on Ghost. No, it wasn't him at all. Interestingly enough, the guy that played the villain in Ghost is the same guy that was in Friday the 13th Part 6 when he got stabbed by Jason. I'm gonna see if I can get the guy's name in the elevator. Come on, where you at? Hang on. I'm looking at the list of. Hang on. I'll Google it. Name of. In Final Destination 2. Man in the elevator, his name was Darcy Laurie. That was the name of that guy in the elevator.
Look at cell phones.
Oh my God, those phones back. I remember having one of them kind of brick mobile phones back in the day. Mine was one of those was that Ericsson phone. Remember that phone that was on screen free? I had one of those. And just think back then, guys. Mobile phones like that was in its infancy. We had like we didn't have touch screens or anything like that back then. We only started getting to see like fancy looking mobile phones because of those Matrix movies. And yes, by the way, guys, 2003 was also the year we had those 2 Matrix sequels back to back. And the 3rd and final movie in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. All in 2003. Like we were getting having everything tossed at us that year. I'm still keeping it on the live stream. It's still running good. She's still grieving over the loss of her kid, understandably so. I mean, he basically got splattered by a window.
Oh yes, turned into marinara sauce.
Yeah. She just wants to plan for a funeral. I don't blame her at this point. She doesn't believe it. She doesn't believe that this shit's actually happening. Yeah, the actress that plays Nora, what's she been up to? I'm gonna punch that up and see what's going on. I think I saw her in another film, but it was one of those like not very impressive direct-to-video movies.
Who are you talking about?
The one that kid's mom, the one that just left.
I saw her on a movie called Damage with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That was the one I was about to mention. Yeah, I was just about to bring that up.
Walter Goggins and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Thought it actually wasn't that bad. Wasn't bad.
No, it was all right.
It was not bad. I mean, it's not amazing or great filming. You know, I'm just talking about wasn't bad.
It's a pretty good street fight movie. I'll say that. This guy, I don't know what I've seen him in after this one.
I have no clue. We going with fake ass Colin Farrell here? Yeah.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, early 2000s Colin Farrell. Yeah, no clue.
I'm gonna find out. Let's see what he's been up to. What's your name? I think his name is James Kirk, if I'm right. Is it? No, I would. Let me just check. No, it's not. I don't think it's this one. Or maybe it was. Oh, he's been in a couple of looks like he's been in a bunch of TV movies. Because he's playing Tim Carpenter, if I'm right. Oh, that's another thing as well. I don't know if you caught this, but did you notice that the majority of the surnames of these characters were named after well-known horror names?
Yeah, I noticed that.
It's a nice little nod to the legends, of course. This creepy ass dude in the elevator. He's like, dude, I'll slap the shit out of you if you do that again. Oh my god, those phones. Well, that guy in the apartment, he said about a guy with somebody with hooks. There's the sign right there. He's got a whole case full of prosthetics. Are you sure about that? Oh, caught a hair. This is a pretty sadistic kill coming up, by the way. The shit with the elevator.
Oh, that sucks.
I remember on the deleted scene, they had to tone this down because on the deleted scene, the elevator goes down for a bit and then up to try and take her head off instead of just keep constantly going up. They had to kind of dial that back a bit. Oh, that sucks.
That's brutal. Oh, that's brutal.
God damn. And you know what the fucked up thing is? I remember a few years back on YouTube, there was this news video that was on YouTube where this woman's head got caught in an elevator door and it did take her head right the hell off. You saw the whole thing unfold. I was like, fuck, when I saw that. They took it down years ago, of course, but I remember when it was on there, I remember just thinking to myself, oh shit, Final Destination 2 right there. This guy's losing his shit and I don't blame him. Chillax. I ain't heard that saying in a while. He's got a gun to his head. Now, what are the odds of this, James? You're pulling the trigger, and there's like 6 live rounds, and they all didn't go off?
That is damn.
What are the odds?
That is wild.
Well, it's possible now, dude. Go in the brown jacket. She's shell shocked. I don't blame her. She just saw somebody lose their head. That's the same bloody highway, by the way. They just drove on FD2. Why would you want to drive that highway again, knowing what just happened? Living what just happened? Never mind. Oh yeah, hang on a second. But she didn't get caught in the accident. The log scraped her truck, but I don't think we saw her actually caught in the crash. God damn it! Where have I seen that sheriff before? Your mic's muted, by the way.
He does look familiar.
Yeah, and I've seen the sheriff somewhere before as well, but I don't remember what film. He doesn't want that job. I don't blame him. He does not want to do that job. Yep, she does not want to give birth in a jail cell. Imagine explaining that story. Oh, and then you hear this bit with the connections.
Paul, is this
Yo.
woman married? Is the character
don't-
married?
I don't believe she is.
Just making sure.
I don't believe she is at all, dude. Oh my fucking god, pause. Oh, God.
Okay.
You fucking.
Actually, you know what, Paul? Actually, know what, Paul? I was ready. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So, all right. So, it looks like Paul's skybox has broken. He broke the skybox. So, that may be the show tonight. But I don't know. But
man. Hang on, I'm gonna reboot the whole fucking thing again.
All right, so we're gonna have our third. We're gonna have our third commercial break. Yeah, go ahead and shout out to the passport bros. Shout out to the passport bros.
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America, America. Beautiful. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Who wants to come back with us to America? To America. To America.
I cannot believe this.
Oh man! Look! I had a feeling, Paul. I was ready for it. I was for it though.
And yes, you did hear me punching my skybox in the background. I cannot believe it's doing this to me. Like, I know that my Amazon Prime on there has issues sometimes, but it's never has it fucking done this 3 times in a fucking row. I don't get this with Netflix. What the hell is this? Guys,
Do you need more time? Do you need more time, Paul?
Huh?
Do you need more time?
I'm rebooting the damn box as we speak again. Basically, every time it blanks out, I've got to fucking turn off the whole box, reboot it. This is the third time, and this is the first time I've ever had this issue. You know what? I'm going to see if it's on Netflix before I even think about going back on Prime to see if I can get it. Hang on a second. I'm going to see if it's on my Netflix.
All right.
I'm not having this bullshit.
Okay, all right. While you figure that out, Paul, you have to figure out that we're gonna learn what Chucky likes to eat every night for dinner.
Collard greens, green beans, cheese and potato, neck bone, grits, rice, casserole, butter beans, black eyed peas, chicken nugget, and deer meat, chili fries, apple pies, and chicken thighs, sweet peas, dressing, ham hocks, and turkey necks, breakfast, hog head, cheese, liverwurst, and bologna, Krabby Patties, roll noodles, hot links, and Kool-Aid, sugar bread, pickles, hot sauce, and Lay's.
That sounds like me in a very pissed off mood, but not mentioning the ingredients. Oh, the good news here, it looks like I found Final Destination 2 on Netflix. I'm gonna fucking go on there. I have to wind back to where we were though, because I remember watching it on. I cannot fucking believe it's done that to me. Right, I'm gonna wind back. Where are we again? We're at the bit we're in the car. He's in the car talking about what happened to him. So I'm gonna have to wind it back a minute.
We are 1 hour and 3 minutes and 23 seconds.
All right, hold on then. Ooh, I am. Right, here we go. 1 second. 1 hour, 2:42. Right, he's talking about the fact that he's not the first time he's cheated death.
Sure, yes.
All right, I think we're on 1 minute, 1 hour, 3 minutes. That's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Right, the cops they're talking about their near-death experiences. I got the part with the cop now. You can hit play. I'm gonna watch this on Netflix, and I've not had issues with that. So,
Let's just talk about like a gas leak.
you're talking about she's talking about the bed and breakfast thing. Yeah, gas leak. We're there now. We're there.
Oh, that's great. She was on the bus that killed Terry in part 1.
There, see, they're all connected. And that's another thing about these movies is that they are all connected. Including
He just said he was supposed to be on that plane.
Yeah. So all these people.
Okay.
So the people on the first movie, if they didn't get off the plane, these guys would have died in the way they were saying.
Damn, so it makes it all connected. Convoluted as hell, but connected.
Yeah. Lou's saying in the chat box, what the fuck? Not again, your skybox. Yes, Lou, I know. My skybox was fine. It's been fine for God knows, man. I was watching movies on Amazon Prime for the last couple of days, no issues. But today, my skybox is saying, hey, fuck you. I'm going to mess my show up. You're going to mess the show up, you bastard. So, I don't know why it's
fucking
doing
with you, Paul.
Yeah, it's fucking with me.
That's death messing with you.
Yeah, well, Def, you can fuck off because I ain't ready to go just yet. Still got some shit to do. Oh, man, I don't know what to say. All right. Anyway, I'm trying to get my composure here, folks. I'm trying to get back to where my head frame was.
There's nobody's more angry in the world than a pregnant woman.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah, you're a few seconds ahead. I can tell.
Damn right.
Now it's at the bit which you're saying being alive on my end. I'm not gonna fast forward. I know how this movie goes, and I don't trust my skybox right now, so I'm just gonna let it play out.
Something bad's about to happen. Oh, tire blew out.
Oh shit! The tire blew out. Oh, that's never good. That's never good at all. Almost hit the van too. Right into a haystack.
Ooh. Oh, damn, that was close.
Yeah, she almost got her fucking head spiked.
Oh shit.
Holy shit. She is so damn lucky. He's not, though.
Man.
She's hell bent on getting to that hospital, dude. She does not want to do it in the jail cell. She does not want to do it in this van.
Bro, I've been around women. Listen, I'm like, it's so easy to piss them off.
Yep. What's that playing on the screen? There's a concert playing on the.
That's the trailer.
No,
that's
there's
the TV. That's the TV commercial.
Is it? Because why? Because how come then?
TV, it's a TV spot for Final Destination 2.
No, there's a concert playing on the live stream. You got a concert playing on the live stream. Look at the YouTube feed.
Wait, what?
There's a concert playing, bro. Now the trailer's playing. All right, anyway. Dude, what is going on today? We're getting random videos playing. My fucking Skype. I'm not going to go there. You know, I just realized that kid with the baseball cap, he's wearing a Limp Bizkit shirt. I don't know if you caught that. Oh, there goes the gas tank for the news van. And there goes the gas. Yeah, he's like, "Hey, can you flush this stuff down the toilet?" He's like, "Nah, I don't want my mom seeing this." He's giving her the keys to his apartment. Hey, James, you still there? Oh, James just disappeared. All right, looks like it's just me at the minute, folks. But yeah, for anyone who's just tuning in, We're trying to watch Final Destination 2. I've been having technical issues with my Skybox. No idea why, because it's never had issues until today. But we're at the part now where they've just had a car crash. That poor lady's got her legs caught in the log. And welcome back, James. See you on the screen, by the way.
It's am I lagging?
No, you're not lagging right now. I mean, you're still good.
All right, just making sure.
Oh shit!
God damn!
Oh, that sucks. The fucking airbag went off at the worst time imaginable. And then, of course, the cigarette lights up the gasoline.
Oh!
Oh, shit. He got split 3 ways. Ew. Yeah, good luck cleaning him up. He's 3 pieces of dirty laundry right now. Oh, God, those old Ford pickup. Wait, isn't that the same Ford pickup truck that was used in Halloween 4? Dude, that looks like the same pickup truck from Halloween 4.
Probably not the same model. I mean, a lot of time had passed since then.
Well, it's only at that time. It's only
It
been about.
looks like it, but I doubt it's the exact same.
No, I know it's not, but it's only been like at the time, like 12 years.
Man, it's very fast paced. Like the first movie, like it took its time, to build that tension. Here, it's very fast paced.
Well, this movie's only like 87 minutes. I think it was the second shortest running movie in the series because if I remember correctly, the shortest running movie was Final Destination 4 at 79 minutes. Which one's the longest running one in the series? I'm gonna have a look. Hang on.
Oh yeah, so it's like we're going.
Yeah, we're going at breakneck speed with this one. So yeah, the first one was 98 minutes. Part 2, which we're watching right now, is like 87 to 90 minutes according to Wikipedia. The ones that you've yet to watch, which will be part 3 to 6. Part 3's running time is 93 minutes. And like I said earlier, the 4th one was the shortest running time one, clocking in at 80 minutes. 5 was 92 minutes. And if I remember correctly, because when I was watching the new one yesterday, I'm pretty sure that one felt longer than the others. Yeah, I was right. So part 6 is the longest running time, 110 minutes. Dude, those hospitals, that definitely looks like a studio hospital. That's not an actual one.
Yeah, looks like it.
This guy can't seem to cut a break. I remember there was a deleted scene in this where when his death occurs, you actually see his actual demise and it's actually on camera, but they decided to cut it out. Because I remember that on the special features documentary for the DVD of this. That's where I saw it. Oof. Cores compressed, well, that's never a good sign.
Yeah, you can just do that. You can just, I guess when you're a cop, you can just run up on a doctor like that.
I guess you can. Again, this poor dude could never catch a break.
That's not
No.
a newborn. But you just see that the baby just plopped into her hands.
Nah. That's definitely not. That was just they just put makeup on one that's a couple months old. That's what it looked like there.
Come on, bro.
She's like, who the fuck is that guy? So they think the nightmare's over? Well, if it is, how come she's still seeing things? See, I was right. She was not involved in that wreck. The log only skimmed her. So it ain't over yet. Bloody hands. That looks No, that looked like her hands. Because if you look at the sleeves, they're the same as hers. Come on, gotta figure this out.
Oh no, really?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh
God!
no!
Fucking! They killed my chick.
Damn, Ali Larter's character died?
Yeah, they killed her. I forgot that happened too. Fuck. So that's it. Only Tony Todd's the original character. Hey, look, bloody hands.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with it either, dude. I was pissed off when I saw that when I first saw this.
I know you don't. I know you don't agree, but I'm just like, you could have kept her.
Bullshit what they did. You can imagine what I was thinking in the cinema. I was literally fucking swearing my head off. I was like, fuck at that point.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah. They killed it. Oh, man. Kind of like another movie where they killed two known characters off. You know which movie I'm about to mention, so I'm going to leave it be.
Go to jail. That's what happened.
This is some bullshit.
You all right?
Yeah, you're right. It is bullshit. It was. But that's what happened. And then 4 years later, she ended up in that TV series called Heroes. I think that might be the reason why they killed her off. I don't know. But then she ended up in Resident Evil about 4 years after this.
But,
So the premonition is
it's just nice to have that familiarity with a character. Like she was there from the very beginning. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
That's a ballsy move. Very ballsy move.
For any movie to do something like that with an established character. She's offering herself. The premonition is about her. So basically, she's gonna off herself, and hopefully she gets revived, and that's how you can nullify Death's list, like Tony Todd explained. You better hope you can crack that glass window, because if not, then you know.
Yeah.
Lake view. I don't know why, but why did that lake look like the damn lake where that cruise ship on 13th 8 was? It had that same familiarity. I mean, this is filmed in the New York area, and technically Crystal Lake was in that area. Yeah, drowning's never a good way to go.
Oh, they say drowning sucks. Well, dying in general sucks, but they said drowning is the worst way to go.
Yeah, because your lack of oxygen, asphyxiation, consciousness, and all that stuff. And that's it. When you're dead, that's pretty much all you see. Nothing. That's all they say. Oh, they got her back. So they basically invalidated Def's list because she technically died, but they brought her back. So that fucked up his list. Mm-hmm.
Some
Did
bullshit
you?
about to happen.
Well, you should know very well. You can only beat Def for so many times. He's gonna get you in the end. Funny how the sun is setting on that bit already. Oh, they're at that family's dinner, the one that rescued him from that car wreck. Bit surprising they got invited to a dinner.
Motherfucker. Oh, smack. Oh, I want to hit that kid so hard. Oh, don't play like that.
No, I ain't fucking around with a skewer. You kidding me? Oh, that guy that got split in three pieces. He saved that kid. That kid should have meant to have died.
Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
You fucked up Def's list again. And he gets blown up by the barbecue. And hey, there's the cooked arm. Bon appetit. Dinner served.
Wow. But again, it didn't give you a second to breathe.
Yeah.
It was like, God damn.
And you want to hear something funny? That movie ended just in time, and the skybox just died on me as soon as the movie ended. Fucking thing. Just in time. Wow.
Yeah. That skybox is not a.
Yeah,
that skybox that skybox is done.
I'm gonna have to get it looked at because this can't go on, dude. They even done it on my Netflix. Unfucking real. Bastard. Yeah, I'm gonna have to phone Skybox up tomorrow. But anyway, while I reboot the box again, you go first.
Well, Final Destination 2, it's a fun one. It's definitely a fun one. Definitely ramped up the violence, ramped up the gore, ramped up the stakes of the first film. Yeah, it's definitely a fun film. The depth is really good. However, I like I said, I do still wish Devin Sawa was
Ali.
in the film.
Yeah.
Yes, and I wouldn't have killed off Alan Lauder's character personally, but that was kind of a bummer. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Can I say that I like it more than the first film? I haven't watched that first film in a while, so I can't really say. But yeah, I thought this was good. I thought this was good. I cannot complain.
No, I can't complain either. This was a pretty solid sequel. I mean, again, when I even knew that there was another one coming, I was actually surprised that we were even going to get a sequel because it felt like a one movie deal. You know, you never expected to have another one, but this was actually a pretty decent entry to the series, and like people have said, this is a fan favorite, and of course, arguably one of the best premonition scenes in the series. What, at least in my opinion, one of the top three from the entire series. Thought this film was well paced. The death scenes were highly creative, as they always would be. The new cast members, they're kind of like James was saying earlier. It's like some of those cast members it was kind of hit and miss for some of them, but it was nice to see at least two of the original cast members come back in the form of Tony Todd and Ali being back in this movie. But it's a shame what happened to her. I mean, holy shit. But it was actually a decent entry to the series. The movie went on to make about 90 million, if I remember correctly, at the box office. So it was a strong opening, especially for a movie that was released during the graveyard shift of cinema movies, if you know what I mean by that. Like films coming out around January usually don't have strong openings, if you know what I mean. But no, this was actually an enjoyable sequel, fun, pleasant movie. I would have a bit more to say, guys, but the whole skybox fucking up on me has kind of messed up my train of thoughts here. But this was a good sequel. I will say that it's a good one.
Yes, indeed. Are you in the mood to give us some movie news?
I'll have to go and look on Bloody Disgusting and see what I can find. Let's see what we got here. Because there might be some stuff there that I could talk about just to get my mind off things. Hello, what's this? We got some Friday the 13th news here. Apparently, as you guys know, there was because it's been 45 years now since the Friday the 13th movie came out, and they basically released a new logo, something called the Jason Universe logo, which was revealed. Well, apparently, just recently, there is a new hockey mask revealed, which was made by Greg Nicotero. I'm looking at the new mask right now. I don't know what to make of this one. It has that same classic look, but I don't know. I'm going to put it on your StreamYard, James. You have a look at this.
Okay.
But there it is. Greg Nicotero made this mask. Because as you know, it looks like they've got some big plans for the franchise as a whole because, as you know, we got a Crystal Lake TV series dropping at some point. And apparently, with this new logo and this new 13-hole hockey mask and with a full body look that embodies the classic look of the Jason. As you know, we got Crystal Lake coming out. There seems to be plans of a new a new movie. It looks like they've got a licensing deal with Stryker Entertainment, which covers global consumer products that continues to actively seek brand partners for the franchise presence beyond movie and TV screens. So it looks like they're not just going to be doing movie and TV screens. They're going to be turning this thing into a full-blown marketing machine. We're talking merch and everything else in between at this point. But that seems to be what's going on at the moment. Just, to coincide with the 45 years of the original movie. In other news, let's see. We have We got a new movie coming up by Osgood Perkins called The Keeper. Apparently, there's some new images that got released. Let me read this. So, Neon has officially kicked off the market impact campaign yesterday for Osgood Perkins' third horror movie called Keeper. They released a cryptic live stream of the video that left people hungry for more. They've released a couple of new images. It's kind of like a blink you missed it type thing. I'm just trying to see if there's anything about the story here. Okay, so The Keeper follows a couple as they escape for a romantic anniversary weekend at a secluded cabin. When Malcolm suddenly returns to the city, Liz finds herself isolated in the presence of an unspeakable evil that unveils the cabin's horrifying secrets. I think he might be going in an Evil Dead route here with the whole cabin in the woods type
That's
thing.
what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like to me too. I'm just gonna hand you the StreamYard link for that right now. Just checking to see if there's a release date or anything on it. But this is kind of like the first tidbits of news in regards to this next feature that he's going to be putting together. As you guys know, he's done 2 movies that have actually made quite a bit of splash at the box office and with critics, with films like Long Legs and the other movie he did recently called The Monkey. So now he's making another, looks like a supernatural horror movie here. But he has become, I guess you could say, somewhat of a name to look out for now in terms of when it comes to the movies he's been making. So that could be worth checking into.
Okay.
What we got here? Oh man. We have the first set of images for another horror movie which is based from the same film people that did the Blood and Honey series. This time is involving Bambi being the killer monster in this movie, which is called Bambi the Reckoning. And they just recently released a Peter Pan's they just recently released a Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, which I'm gonna see if I can eventually probably rent on Amazon if it fucking works. But that's going to be dropping on the 25th of July this year. Tickets are going to go on sale in July. But then again, those last 2 movies that we saw, or those Winnie the Pooh movies, for better or for worse, they have made some money. So there is a niche audience for that kind of stuff. And of course, you got that recent Screamboat that came out, which has David Howard Thornton playing a horror version of Steamboat Willie. I've still yet to see that. So there was another movie I saw here, but I'm trying to find it. Yeah, it looks like the new Megan sequel is going to be a PG-13. They say they're going to be pushing how much content they can put on it in terms of violence and whatever. So it's going to be a very hard PG-13 according to them.
Wait, hold on, wait. If they're gonna try to put, why not just make it rated R then?
That's what I was thinking. I mean, like I fucking waited until they released the R-rated
If you're
version of
telling
Megan.
me, if you're telling me we're gonna, oh man, it's PG, we're gonna push it, like we're gonna push it close to that. Fucking just make it rated R then.
Well, speaking of R-rated, the new animated Predator movie. Yeah, there's going to be 2 Predator films coming out this year. One of them's going to be animated. One of them, that one's called Killer of Killers. That's been rated R for bloody violence and gore. So why can't you do that with Megan? I've never understood. I just don't get that sometimes. What do we got here? More posts. I'm still skimming here, guys. There was one I was looking at. There was like a zombie flick, which is coming out of. I think I put it in your chat box. Let me fish up for it. Right, here we go. Yeah, we got a new movie here that's coming out, and it's being directed by the guy who did the Train to Busan movies. It's a movie called Colony. It's a virus thriller. We don't know much about it at the moment. I'm just reading what it says. It's slated for a 2026 release. A biotechnology conference descends into chaos when a rapidly mutating virus transforms the infected, forcing authorities to seal off the building with survivors trapped inside. So basically, it's how do I explain it? I'm gonna say this is a combination of 28 Days Later meets The Raid because it's trapped in a building. Maybe I think that's where they're going with this. That's all I know about this movie. I know it's being directed by the guy that did Train to Busan, so those were pretty good zombie movies. So it'd be interesting to see how he could put that one together. But that's all we got on that one. There's very vague information, but it's gunning for a 2026 release. And there was this other zombie flick that's coming out, which is from Australia. I'm just digging that up right now. Yeah, zombie thriller We Bury the Dead. Is being acquired. Has got acquired by Vertical Pictures. It stars Daisy Ridley, who was in those. I think she was the one that was in those Star Wars movies, if I'm right. But yeah, after a catastrophic American experiment results in mass casualties across Australia, Tasmania, Ava joins a body retrieval unit to help identify the dead and search for her husband on the southern part of the island. And once she makes her way south across a ravaged landscape, she soon discovers that some of the victims of the disaster are coming back to life. So that's pretty much the story on that. But then again, like people are going to say about zombie movies being oversaturated and whatever, but you know, there are some zombie movies that are worth watching. You just got to you just got to do some digging on that stuff. I mean, like, look at some of the ones that's come out lately. Like, most of the good ones are those ones that come from overseas. You know, like films like Train to Busan and all that. And of course, when it comes to zombie movies this year, I guess for me and for a lot of people, the big one that's coming this year is going to be 28 Years Later. That's going to be dropping on the 20th of June. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that one. Any more news? I'm just looking. Oh yeah, do you remember Silent Hill, the movie based on the game?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that first movie was a fucking classic. The second one, can't speak highly of. But the good news is we have a brand new Silent Hill movie coming out, and it's being directed by the guy who did the original Silent Hill movie, and it's going to get a massive cinema release by Cineverse. That's right, the same studio that was responsible for the distribution of the cinema-wide release of Terrifier 3, the ones that's going to be bringing back Wolf Creek. They're going to be releasing Toxic Avenger later this year in August. So now they've acquired the rights to the new Silent Hill movie, and they're going to be giving it a massive cinema run. I think that's coming out later this year because I know that they've been making this movie for the last 2 or 3 years, and I've been keeping tabs on it. From what I'm seeing in terms of the story, it's going to be taking place around the same time the Silent Hill 2 video game is. So that's where they're going storyline-wise. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it because, after all, it's from the guy who did the original Silent Hill movie 20 years later.
Right.
So I reckon that
Sounds
one's in
good.
good hands. Yeah. What else we got? I'm just seeing what we got here. Oh yeah, Doom: The Dark Ages, that new Doom video game that dropped today. Kind of teasing myself with the idea of if I'm going to get it or not. But that's going to be fun either way. I mean, it's Doom at the end of the day, isn't it? Can't argue a game like that. But that's pretty much all the movie news I can find at the moment on Bloody Disgusting. I would find more, but yeah, my vibe got messed, so I was just doing it on the fly here.
Hey, shit happens.
Shit happens. All right. Circumstances beyond my control, folks. I don't know what's going on with my Skybox, but I'm gonna have to get it looked at.
All right, it's no problem. We still made it through it.
Yeah.
So next week, for the movie that we will be watching, for those who did not see last week, we will be going back to one of the big 3 films. And it's a movie that at the time I did not like at all. But we'll be watching 2010 or 2009? 2010, wasn't it?
2010, yeah.
Yeah, the 2010 Platinum Dooms version of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah, I like I said, I saw that one in the cinema when it first came out. The thing
I'm
about that
sorry.
movie, I know the thing about it, right? For me, visual wise, it was definitely good in terms of the visual look and the presentation of the movie. Jackie O'Haley, I felt was the right guy to play Freddy Krueger. The problem is that he didn't have a whole lot to do in this movie, and the story and acting was very not up to the standards that you'd expect from a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. I mean, shit, even Wes Craven wasn't consulted in it, so that's a red flag right there.
And I'm okay with that. I'm if you don't consult, fine. But it was damn near a shot for shot remake.
It was, yeah. It
Shot
was
for
pretty
shot.
much shot for shot. It was,
If,
exactly. It was,
if you're not gonna consult, at least try to make it your own. And that was one of the problems I had with the film.
yeah. I mean, like I said, in terms of the visual presentation, it definitely did look good with today's technology, especially with the transitions between the real world and the dream world.
Yeah, but
Definitely
Paul,
worked. Yeah.
how much I bet it made you want to watch the original film because they're literally copying scenes of the original film.
Yeah, it's the same thing that happened with Psycho. It's like they did that shot for shot. I mean, even that fucking 2006 Omen did the same thing. So yeah, after watching that remake in the cinema, I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna watch the original again.
That's the one thing I will give Rob Zombie on his remake. Even though the second part of the film pretty much was damn near shot for shot. But at least the first part, he tried to make it his own. I didn't like it, but he tried to make his own.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the one thing I will give Rob Zombie credit for when it comes to the Halloween films. At least he tried to do something that was his own style to it. And that's the one thing I'll never take away from him on that one. At least he tried to do something different, give it an extra flavor to the remake.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that movie. I don't want to give it too much credit.
No.
What movie you're going to watch? What you're going to be choosing?
Well, I was going to pick a movie on Amazon Prime, but until I get my Skybox fixed, I'm going to have to put that on the back burner. So I'm going to go through my Blu-ray collection. So let me see when that day falls on it. Let me check here. Oh, okay. So it'd be the 29th of May, which would be a Thursday, which means we're nearing summertime, aren't we? You know, spring, the summer holiday breaks kicking in, and everybody's going to be chilling out at the beach. And yeah, I still know what you did last summer as well. That's going to be my pick, by the way, guys. I still know what you did last summer.
I thought. Oh, okay.
Because we watched the last movie a year ago, so fuck it, why not? New one's coming in July, so we might as well get ourselves prepared for it.
Oh, that is 2 movies in a row. I don't like.
Well, I would.
I get what you're doing, boy. I get what you're doing. I'll watch it, but I literally remember watching. I still know what you did last summer, and I'm like, this is not good.
Well, I wanted to pick Heart Eyes, but I don't trust my Skybox right now. So
hey, he's gonna give us 2 entertaining shows. Absolutely, for sure. All right, Paul, go ahead and tell the fine folks where they can find you.
All right. Well, if you're on Facebook, type in Paul Burt's Photography Corner. You're going to see a lot of photos in there. I mean, recently I was at a recent punk rock gig seeing GBH. I'm probably going to put photos up of the Pirate Weekend, but it's probably going to be me in costume. I mean, fuck it. Why not? I'm going to have some fun with that. But I will be taking some photos of some upcoming gigs. We've got Combi Christ playing on the 21st of May, and then you got Adam Smasher playing on the 23rd. So I'm going to be trying to get some photos for that. But if you want to see some horror stuff on Facebook, go on, support indie horror. We are nearing 10,000 followers after 15 years. You can also find me on Instagram, TikTok, if you want to see some fun videos. And if you want to see some other photography stuff on there, if you're not on Facebook, you can find me like on places like Blue Sky, and maybe on Twitch if I'm in the mood to stream a video game. Gorehound 1983 for that.
Well, of course, you can find me over at the PrimeTime Podcast and, of course, PrimeTime Movie Network, which is this channel, and, of course, PrimeTime James Thomas, which is my professional wrestling channel. And please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. We'll see you guys next week for Nightmare on Elm Street. And yeah, man, Final Destination 2, fun film. A fun Carnage Candy film. Rest in peace, Ali Lauder. What was her character's name in the movie? Chris? I want to say Chris.
Let me check. I'm gonna check to make sure because even I fucking forgot. Can you believe that? I think it was Chris. Let me just check to make sure. It was it was Claire.
Claire, yes.
Claire Rivers, yes.
That was close. But yeah, well, that's going to conclude tonight's episode of the PrimeTime Gorehounds. Rest in peace to Paul Skyvox.
Yeah, right.
Everyone have yourselves a great weekend. Be safe. Enjoy this beautiful, warm weather that we're now getting. I think it's going to be a fun summer.
Oh, yeah.
I'm PrimeTime James Thomas here with the Gorehound himself. We'll see you guys next week for Nightmare on Elm Street. We are out. Peace.
Laters.